What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another video with the C63 AMG. So, what's going on here? Let's start the car and go for a nice little drive. Well, hopefully we can drive. We had a small issue with the car, and I kind of mentioned this in a previous video. I suspect that the transmission has, well, either failed or is about to fail again. So let's see if we can make it home from where we are right now. We still have reverse. Oh, it's very rough. It's like it wants to engage, but not really. I don't know. I think that the valve body is finished. Like, something is wrong with it. Oh. It still drives, but it's getting horrible, like very, very, very bad. And it looks like we are gonna have to say goodbye to the C63 AMG, but not forever. just for a little bit, because it feels like it's undrivable, and like I can't even describe it. Ever since I picked up the car, it didn't feel perfect from a year and a half ago for the transmission. We got the conductor plate replaced and the valve body replaced, but just something isn't right. It doesn't shift properly, and I think that it is a hardware problem. It's a mechanical problem, but electro-pneumatic electro-hydraulic component failure. So looks like we are going to scan it, because the engine light did come on. It's off now because, you know, the car sat and it reset itself. But we did get some codes, and this is what we found. So let's go over this really, really quickly. Ta-da! C63 AMG. We got the Benz Vehicle Diagnostic Report by Autel. So here's the codes that we got. Let me just go over them with you. So the DTCs that we're getting in the transmission are P2761. The pressure regulating valve of the torque converter lockup clutch has an electrical fault or an open circuit. There you go. And also P0741, actuation of the torque converter lockup clutch is not possible. So what does that mean? Well, it could be one of two things, but it could be the torque converter, like the lockup clutch, the wet clutch, as they call it in this car. But if it was the problem with the torque converter, with the lockup clutch, the car would start, but it wouldn't even go forward, because once the clutch, like once it fails, it fails. There's no kind of like on or off. Like well, it does have, like, it's, you know, failing properties, but eventually it'll just boom, like it'll be done. So if we actually look at this regulating valve, because that's what's actually giving us a problem, there's something in the valve body, and it kind of looks like this. Let me show you. So this component, this valve body, has this little valve right here, number 27, torque converter lockup clutch regulating valve. So this one right here, something's wrong with it. Maybe it's a manufacturing defect. Maybe it's maybe the component failed. Like, who knows? Who knows? Maybe it was installed incorrectly. Maybe those two bolts that we found in the transmission somehow affected it. I don't know. We have no idea. But it does look like the car needs to go back to get this fixed, unfortunately. But, well, unfortunately, but fortunately. So who knows how long this is going to take? Who knows how much it's going to cost? If it's going to cost anything, if it's going to take a long time, if it's going to be a short time, nobody knows until we figure it out. So yeah, it drives, but after some time, it just kind of like, it doesn't really, like, I don't know. I could pause the video and show you and like force it to like malfunction, but I don't want to, because that's the thing. I drive this car sometimes hard, but most of the time it's just kind of like, you know, to go to work, to go home, to go see family, go see friends, you know, like just go about the day. I'm not racing the car or anything like that, or anything crazy all the time, but I don't wanna break anything that's already kind of like malfunctioning, because the problem is that, let's say that this thing fails completely, what else could it break? You know what I mean? Sometimes when things like to explode or, you know, fail, they like to fail like this, like kaboom, you know? So now we're stuck in this kind of weird situation where it's like, do we go and find out what it is preemptively to fix it before it fails, or do we wait for it to fail so we know exactly what failed, like 100%? It's like, oh yeah, this thing broke, that's it, it's that, it's this thing, whatever. But then we run the risk of it failing and something else more failing along with it. It's very tough. It's not an easy component to understand and just be like, oh yeah, like done, no problem, easy, we do it and that's it. This is not like a you know, for example, tire failing. Like if your tire fails, you just, you know, replace it. It's not like, oh, your tire is gonna fail. Well, actually, no, sorry. If your tire fails, you could have something more catastrophic, like the rim could get damaged, the brakes could get damaged, the suspension could get damaged, your bumpers, fenders, whatever, anything could get damaged. So, sorry, not right there. But this is not a component that's very simple to understand and fix. So, I think, in my expert opinion about this situation, it is better in this situation of how the part was replaced and the warranty and the backstory and the gray area about this situation, it is probably better to get it preemptively checked and fixed. Because, as I said, if it fails, well then maybe, I don't know. I have no idea. Like, that's the thing. What if we check it and, well, the dealership is going to be checking it. What if the dealership checks it and says, oh, it's actually fine, it hasn't failed yet, so we're not going to replace anything, we're not going to do anything because it hasn't been broken yet, but once it breaks, then we'll replace it. But then if it breaks, then something else might break. Like, it's very weird. I don't know. I have no idea. Like, I wish this situation was so simple where it's just like, boom, just fix it, no problem, easy, replace it. But parts like this are very, very, very complicated. And this is the crazy thing about cars. They're very complex machines. Some stuff is simple, but some stuff is very difficult. And you have to make these decisions where it's like, it's hard. It's really tough. It's tough. But I think that we are gonna play it safe, give the car, and see what they say at least. What's their professional recommendation? Because if it was me, I would replace this, because that's what it looks like it's about to fail. But I don't have the full knowledge and expertise and tools to know for sure. So yeah, this car is gonna go away for a little bit. We will be driving something else. We will continue to make some videos from another car temporarily. So once I do drop this car off, I'll have a little bit of a different experience. So yeah, I'm gonna enjoy the rest of this drive. Hopefully we make it. See you guys in the next video. Hope y'all have a great weekend. Peace.